Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for February 2022. We're gonna jump right in here, and we're gonna see what is going on for you. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a different spread here. You'll see in a second, but there also will be a sorry about the notifications, but there will be a part 2 to this reading, and that will be linked up down below in the description or the top pinned comment down below. And that part 2 will be available immediately for you, Virgo. And sorry, I'm just gonna I know this is unprofessional, but we're just gonna mute that so that doesn't happen. But anyway, there will be a part 2, and it's going to be available immediately. So let's see what we have going on for you. You have this Archway card, and this card says a new opportunity, possibilities, and paths opening up. Love it. So there clearly could be a new opportunity coming in for you, or a new path that you could be stepping through. It's interesting. You have this 4 of Wands at the end, which is an archway at the top. And the 4 Wands to me is a portal card. It's kind of like a card of reaching a finish line, or kind of like, coming to a conclusion. It can be a card of wrapping things up, like the ending of a project. Even though it is a card of marriage, it can still be a card of kind of like wrapping things up, coming to the end of something, reaching a finish line, all that other good stuff. And that's kind of what I feel for you, is it's almost like there's a new path that is opening for you with this Archway card. So I really like to see that. In this row, you have the Queen of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Death card. Again, another archway on the Death card. The 2 pillars from the moon show up in the background here, and the sun is coming up between those 2 pillars. Definitely a good sign. The Death represents like a major transformation, a significant change in your life. And so I do feel that there is this like a very significant change that is going on for you. Kind of interesting as well, a couple of the signs already. I'm only at the very beginning of these readings. I've only done almost half of them actually, so not the beginning, but I'm like halfway through. A bunch of signs have had the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups to me is like a turnaround. It can represent a time where before we get the 6 of Cups, we're bumping up against a bunch of obstacles. After, like once we get the 6 of Cups in a reading, it can represent a turnaround in the sense that we're able to move past maybe obstacles. Usually the obstacles we move past with the 6 of Cups are the same obstacle. Like maybe you're always encountering the same issue in love. 6 of Cups can represent stepping over that threshold, getting away from the same challenge. Maybe the same obstacle in your finances as well. 6 of Cups is kind of like you're finally moving past that energy. You also have this Pig card here in the top row, and the Pig card says beware of greed. So I would be careful of anything or any people that are greedy at this time. But you do have this Queen of Cups. I would trust your intuition with this energy, because I feel like your intuition is going to be very important for you. And you also have the Page of Pentacles. I am getting health. I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. But I would pay attention to your health with the Page of Pentacles for sure, because I don't feel anything bad here. But even, it's like I've been feeling off for like 2 weeks. I've had this like weird cold thing going on. It's not COVID. Don't worry. I get tested regularly. But what I would say is that it's like one of those things. I do feel like there's a draining energy, and that's how I feel. Like even right now, I feel a little bit drained. Luckily, people always ask me, why don't you take a break? I'm like, well, actually, doing readings, I feel better by the time I'm done doing the readings, because I channel the energy. So I'm basically channeling source energy, and it makes me feel better. So that's why I still do readings even when I'm not feeling great. And it really doesn't affect the message at all, because again, as I always say, the messages don't come from me. But what I would say here is that I feel, anything you can do to like channel positive energy would be a good idea with this Page of Pentacles. I'm getting very weird messages on this, and because like it keeps wanting to connect to me. I block myself from readings. Basically, I make sure before I do my readings that the I'm not influencing the reading at all. Like I take my own energy out of it. I keep wanting to connect to this card personally. Which is very weird. I've only had that happen maybe like 1 or 2 other times in the many years that I've been reading now. So I kind of feel weird about it, but is that a bad thing? Probably not. I feel like it's just kind of like the universe trying to say like, no, this is part of the message, that you channeling something would be a good idea. So how do we do this? Well, number one, I think that we can just picture energy, like we can just imagine the galactic center, just picture like good white light, channeling through your body, filling you up. Another way it would be joy, living in joy, happiness, doing something that you love doing is a great way to do this as well with the Page of Pentacles. I like to think of it as doing something you don't have to think about doing. It's like we're all really good at something. There's probably something like it could be knitting, it could be watching TV. I don't know. If it makes you happy, do it, is what the Page of Pentacles says. And then you'll be channeling positive energy, which will probably clear something out. That's what I really feel here. And sorry, I'm really stuck to this. But usually whenever I get stuck to something, it's like a very important message. So I feel like you're clearing something out. It's almost like you're expelling an energy is how I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles. I don't know. I read intuitively. That's what I'm getting. You also have this boot card. It says, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. There you go. This is probably why you're expelling energy, because it's like, that boot card, it's almost like it's saying to me, you could be spreading out your energy, and maybe you just need to kind of redirect some energy to something that you want in your life. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. You also have this younger woman card, could be a younger person. Again, I don't attach gender to my cards in these general readings. It says dealings or relationships with a younger woman. You do have the Six of Cups here, so a younger person, could even be a child, could be important for you at this time. I do feel like for some of you, there could be a younger person coming in love. And I feel Four of Wands could lead to marriage, right? Next, you have this wind chimes card. It says peace and harmony on it. So again, doing anything that you really enjoy, like I said, is a great way to channel positive energy. Going for a walk in nature, if you enjoy that. Spending time by the water, if you enjoy that. Anything you enjoy doing, I feel, will kind of like clean out the vibrations. And even a wind chime, it's like, wind chimes, drums, those things, they give off a vibration in the form of sound, right? And that can kind of cleanse some of the energy. I'm getting this major cleansing going on here in your reading. That's the best way I could describe it. So anything you could do to cleanse the energy, anything you like doing would be a good idea. You have the Hermit, the Six of Wands, and the Star. Definitely a very good row for you. You show up in the top position here as a Hermit, which puts you in a position of power and strength. It's like you're showing up as yourself. You have the Six of Wands. This is a card of recognition and achievement. It's a card of excellence as well. So I do feel there's a lot of positive attention coming in for you with the Six of Wands. And you have the Star, fame and fortune. So, the Star is like hope, faith, and renewal, but it can also represent fame and fortune as well. It's kind of like a card of guidance, It represents your North Star, the thing, the one goal, wish, or dream you have that you really want to achieve, your reason why, I like to call it. It's kind of like if we have a reason why, if we have something that we are working towards, like a goal, wish, or dream, the Star, the North Star, then we have something to aim towards. We have something to move towards. And I kind of feel like that's important for you at this time. I'm also really noticing the vibrations. Again, there are ripples in the water here. That is the pool of universal consciousness that she is pouring water into. I feel like you're really sensitive to energies at this time. I've never had a reading like this for you ever, Virgo, in the years that I've been reading for you. So, I don't know, pretty weird. I really feel you're very tapped in at this time. I feel like you're really noticing the energy around you. Number one, I'd protect yourself from the energies. Again, I think, just to give you two quick exercises, every single day when I'm in the shower, I picture golden light around me, like in the form of an egg. And then I picture dirty water running off of that golden light. And then I picture the egg turning like a brighter gold, basically. So that's a good exercise. I also think picturing yourself in a mirror, before I do readings, I always picture myself in a mirror as if I am the mirror and that any energy coming in is bouncing off of me. So it kind of protects you from negative energy. But I don't think this is a bad thing. But what I am saying is it's like sometimes I think when we get into these heightened energetic states, it's good, but we also need to protect ourselves because we can also become more, susceptible to negative energy. So I would make sure you're protecting your energy here, but I also do feel this is a good thing. I do feel it's saying that as long as you're focusing on the right things, again, protect yourself, and as long as you're focusing on joy and happiness, good things are going to be coming in for you with that energy. Next, you have this dagger card, and it says fears, worries, tense situations. Again, this is what I'd be protecting yourself from. Right here is like, being stabbed in the back or any tense situations with this energy. Overall, very positive reading, like I said. You have the Four Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So Four Wands can be a card of marriage, but it's also a card of happiness, celebrations, and freedom. So this is really, to me, a card of being set free. And you have that Archway card that we started off with. So I feel like there is either freedom or you're being set free at this time with this card, or there is a celebration coming in for you. Even with the Six of Cups, you know, the Six of Cups is a gift from the universe. And the gift we receive from the Six of Cups is a turnaround or obstacles being removed from our life. We are kind of able to progress more with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, you know, a lot of people read it as a person coming back from the past. I don't, because that's not what it means. It's really a card of nostalgia. It's a card of thinking about the past. Actually, most like older tarot books as well say, do not go back to the past with the Six of Cups, no matter what direction it comes up in. So for a lot of you, I kind of feel like it's more talking about protection as well. They are being guarded by a guard right there. That guy right there. He is guarding them and allowing them to have fun. So kind of like continuing that message of needing to protect yourself. It's kind of weird because it's an amazing reading. You know, it's really good. I think that sometimes, again, when we step into this heightened energy, which is what this looks like to me, that's what I was getting with that Page of Pentacles, channeling. For whatever reason, I see him channeling energy in my head, and it's like his aura is like expanding out. That's how I see it. Crazy reading. Like I said, that's how I see that Page of Pentacles in my head. And I feel like this is what's happening for you. It's probably because of this right here. Four of Pentacles is holding on to something too tightly. I feel like you're moving away from this energy. Again, there's going to be a part 2, and again, it will be available immediately, linked up in the comments down below. I have a feeling that we are going to see either more freedom show up in part 2, or Four of Pentacles leaving a comfort zone will be showing up. Like, I'll take the Two of Wands, the Fool card, Two of Swords, anything like that would really represent kind of leaving behind. Eight of Cups as well. If we see those cards in part 2, I wouldn't really be surprised with that Four of Pentacles, because it's like you're moving away from this. You're expanding, and that's what's going on here. Pretty straightforward reading. No reason to overcomplicate it. I love it. I feel like it's good. So thank you for being here. Definitely love as well, by the way, if you want it, but I don't know that that's your major focus. Page of Pentacles, someone new. Could be a water or an earth sign. Could be any sign. General reading, but looks really good. So thank you for being here. Again, part 2 is linked up in the comment down below, the pinned comment, so make sure to check that out. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.